welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in, come on, I've got intel. Namaste, Bindi Atlas. Namaste, fist bump. Big cats, time to assemble. You know not when I come because I'm a sneaky cat. I like to sneak up on you so that you must be prepared at all times. Going to be using the Chalice Wellspring water that I drove to Glastonbury in October 2020, right, the 10th. And I use it sparingly because it was a long bloody drive. Let's call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection as we dive in. From Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides, as above so below. From Keetha to Malkuth, Namaste. Energies, up, big cat, up. Your ancestors ain't ramping. They're taking no prisoners. They are taking names and kicking ass, and not necessarily in that order. You see me rocking from side to side. I told you we're working on our core, waking up our seats of emperors and empresses. We're using our core ball. I put a towel on it because I don't want to be stuck to it like glue. But I'm telling you, you need to get your hips moving, get the energy flowing. Being stagnant brings in what? Dis-ease, darling dear. And dis-ease is bestie. What's that? The ruminating thoughts, darling dears. They go hand in hand, stagnancy and rumination of yesteryear, where we left the pet cemeteryites. Don't you know? Pinky's up. Yes, baby. Stick a pin in that. Because I can be such a chatty cat. We're going to go to the planetary energies. Because you know, my dear big cat, tomorrow is a new moon in Leo, no less. I'm going to discuss the critical degrees because some of you are having issues with the degrees in the houses, right? So we're going to run through that in a moment because I've got quite a few emails on that. So give me a mo. Let's finish with the planetary energies. As I was saying, there's a new moon in Leo tomorrow, so we will be setting our intentions. You have to find the house that your Leo falls under and to what degree. Stick a pin in that. I'll go back to the degrees. With the new moon in Leo, your inner child comes out to play. Good God. There's so much Chuckies out there. Just saw 333 on the counter. Energy of the Empress, darling dear. And winning. It also shows you what? Your ancestral team encouraging you to be the baddest and biggest cat you can be. Once you know thyself. Einstein keeps telling us this when you read his literature. The key to the universe and all its secrets is the knowledge of thyself going within. It's not an easy task. And it's not for the faint-hearted. Why? Because it's the DNS blood. I had to look over my shoulder. I told you many times, I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. And the longer you rocks with me, you'll come into your own red light, green hoodship. Yeah, pinkies up. As I was saying, if you got your core ball, grab it. Let's wake up our Kundalini manifestation energy, darling dear. Wake up your seat of emperors and empresses. Take the time to rock. Do the big, deep circles. Get right into it, darling dears. As you clear the energy, it sounds like I'm farting, but it's not. It's the ball itself, the air inside it moving around. Very good to wake up the hips, darling dear, to keep it moving. Because if you've taken an abstinence or celibacy route, and if you're not doing a full yoga or Pilates or stretching practice, you get stiff and stagnant, darling dear. And you have to remember your sacral chakra is your seat of manifestation. So you have to get it moving. I insist. Start. Don't get smoked. You'll be smoking yourself if you do yourself this injustice of not getting yourself the core ball. Follow the link in my Amazon store to procure your own, darling dear. Best money you ever spent outside the sea moss or the Irish moss. It's about what? Reinventing yourself. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power, darling dears. You reinvented yourself. You are reborn. You are a big cat. Realizing that you are a prototype of your lineage. But I digress again. Let me get back to the planetary energies because I got to talk about the moon. Power struggles, jealousy, and obsession are the unfortunate themes of today, darling dears. Yes, baby, the Skullduggerous moon opposes the dark side of Pluto, ruler of Scorpio, darling dear. The 8th house of what? Death and rebirth. So it's going to be what? Trying to attack the expansion of your finances, intimacy. So it would be tight situations within romance, friendships, family, whatever your inner circle is. It's going to be tight, darling dear. There's also going to be issues with your taxes, your finances, possibly your assets, your property. Pay attention to what needed to be paid. What needs your attention that you've been putting on the back burner? Remember, the moon is Skullduggerous as it F's with what? Pluto, blood. You don't mess with Pluto unless you realize that you're not staying there long. And the moon will not be staying with Pluto long. Because after it's stirred up all of these emotionals, got you on your P's and Q's, got you grabbing for all your documentation to make sure you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's. The moon decides to give us 2 of these and 1 of those. Yes, baby, the moon is going void of course, darling dear. Gone about its business, decided to take a lay down after it stirred up all of the emotionals and put you on full alert. Told you it's Skullduggerous, darling dears. It's going to leave you to sink or swim, darling dear. Because Pluto is also the planet of what? Your imagination. Floating away, darling dear, on what ideas of grandiose. You must always bring the reality back to a situation if you're a big cat. Other intense feelings could enter the picture as well, but whatever you're feeling will be strong and undeniably deep, especially if you're using your core ball, darling dear. I told you it's going to be bringing up what? Past memories, emotions that you haven't dealt with. It's going to show you the inner child, the one, the adolescent, the babe, where you got your first, deepest white cut to the meat, the cut to the white meat. It will show you it, darling dear. Use the Skullduggerous moon, right? Effing with Pluto, opposing Pluto, the dark, deep side of Pluto to draw out these deepest and what? Darkest wounds. Transmute the energy. Call your ancestral team. You have to watch out, right? Because someone will try to play on your emotions today as you do some deep shadow work. They're going to try and draw you into their drama, blood. You're like, more drama? Yeah, babe. But it's drama outside your perimeter. This is why you're going to have to what? Get your common sense, your flip-flop, your judgment. Right, darling dear. And keep your emotional circle tight. You cannot take on the emotions of another because you are not living their path. Especially if you've told them already. You have to remember on your spiritual awakening, your journey, many will fall to your left and your right, but you have to still go on. It's not going to be easy. This is one of the hardest things that you will have to learn on your spiritual journey, is to let go and knock. Yes, baby. That kidnapper hostage situation, the trauma bond, that's the hardest, whether it's family, lover, friend, husband, wife, sister, brother, cousin, co-worker, bestie. Letting go of that relationship, darling dear. For a time you'll feel it was a weakness, but it was your biggest strength. It gave you what? The push. The push to what? Cover yourself with the whole armor of God, darling dears. Invite Father God, Mother Isis into your life. Your life is one of what? Great imagination, darling dear, because conceive, believe, and achieve is what you rock with at this point. You know without a shadow of a doubt that you are in tip-top manifestation mode, as do they, them, and on. I told you, your ancestral team showed them you, and they are in deep regret, right behind remorse, darling dear. They've done none of the shadow work. They sit and discuss you as a topic, but then they realize that those that they were discussing you with, darling dear, was keeping them stuck and bound. Financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, darling dears, they're finding themselves bound. Some of them will be experiencing the tower of what? Walking away from situations that no longer serve them. As they try to draw on your energy, my darling dear big cat, your energy, trying to follow in your footprints on how you healed thyself, removed yourself from generational curses, realize that you are the master of your own fate. Yes, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, but you had to what? Be open to receive, open for the greatest love of all, darling dears, the love of self, right behind the Most High Father God, Mother Isis. I told you I lead with this 5, love of God, Mother Isis, then love of self and progeny if you have them. After that, the body and the bag, darling dear, the body and the bag, keeping your temple right and tight, feeding it the right energies, the right foods, being in the right company that give equal give and take. The bag gives you choice, darling dear. How else are you going to do a tinky winky in style? How else are you going to sock it to them? Because your success, big cat, is what is guiding them at this moment in time. But they can't, and they don't, and they refuse to see that it was your path alone. So this is where they're going to be getting their echopraxicon. They've taken notes, darling dears. They're trying to portray to see what you see, all whilst knowing deep down they have not done one lick of the shadow work. They've not seen an exorcist. They've seen no psychiatrist. They've not dummied down their emotions. If anything, they are what? Exhibiting Page of Cups in the reverse energy, darling dears. They have the psychic ability. They understand that there is a prize to be won, but they be feeling now that the prize is you. No, darling dear, the prize is always thyself. Einstein said, know thyself and you will have the secrets of the universe gifted unto thee. Right. Let's dive in, darling dears, and see what's going on in these tarot streets as they were showing you. All the distractions around you, darling dears, prepared you to what? Trust your intuition and your discernment. Synchronicity is afoot, darling dears. Pay attention. Synchronicity, there is no such thing as coincidence, darling dear. That's the Most High sending out, dispatching your ancestral team. Just saw 1414 on the counter. The energy of what? Temperance, ancestors, way shows, and spiritual guides. As I call it, it was there. Synchronicities are afoot, darling dears. Pay attention. Mindfulness is the key. Keeping your mind in the present. This is why the present is a gift, darling dear. Keeping your mind in the present tense. When you look back, darling dears, there's nothing but what? Bottom feeders and depression. When you look forward, there is what? Anxiety. But when you are in the present, darling dear, you are being the best version of yourself. Working towards your goals, your wants. Healing yourself from the inside out. In turn, being the lights for other big cats. The survival kit for another big cat. They expected you to fail. They expected you to come back with your proverbial hat in hand, begging for their assistance. But you never came back, big cat. Your Tinky Winky had no bounds. Why? Because you chose the unknown. You chose self. You chose Father, God, Mother, Isis above everything else. You found that God spark from within. The one that encourages you to be grateful for every day you're given. Being able to move around full-bodied. Some people aren't full-bodied. They have their impairments, but yet they still succeed. 555 on the counter. True change coming through, darling dears. As I said, we're working with the core. Get yourself a core ball. Don't be late to the what? The gate, darling dear. Baby, guess what? Third size. This is represented by what? The devil card in tarot, darling dears. It's in the reverse. No weapon formed against you, darling dears, and they've been forming their weapons. Yeah. They didn't prosper. So that dark energy had to go somewhere, and where is that energy found? They, them, and darling dears, as they are being shown themselves. They've seen the opportunity of a lifetime they missed when they fumbled and lost the big cat, put you in competition with others. Now they want to come in with a flag at half-mast. I tasked you to realize what? It's the red flag half-mast, darling dear. It's your energy they seek, your light. Thirst has represented by the letter X or an X, darling dear. Always got an axe to grind. This person would like what? To be Mac the Knife. Person or people to be Mac the Knife in your life. One more round, Julie, darling dears, with your hairline. Your edge is bloody. Hey, there's not enough edge control on this Malkoof to heal it once you allow them back in. If you allow them back in, be wise, darling dear. That someone is not trying to pimp your emotions. They underestimated, right, that you are becoming a legend in your own lifetime as you break the generational curses. I'm looking at, and some are looking at me, the first millionaires of your lineage. Once you've had your Chiron, your healing, darling dear, and tapped in, turned on, you go to your second, your sixth, and your 10th house to actually what? Find how to make money. Listen, it's all in your birth natal chart, darling dears. But I digress again. I wanted to talk to you about the degrees. This is in the reverse, darling dear. Return to sender. It also speaks about somebody trying to put the spirit of what? Lack, loss, depression, low vibes on you, darling dear. And the energy had to go somewhere. Because yet, still you rise. Come through, Mayor Angelou. Posh, clap. Capricorn energy also speaks about what? Somebody trying to drown out their emotions with alcohol, possibly even drug abuse, addictive behavior, low vibing, Jezebel, what? Ikibai, succubi, one night stands, darling dear. Codependence is afoot and running amok in the mud huts. The same energy they wanted for you, darling dear, it has been gifted unto them. And the more they hate you, you go to a 9, darling dear. Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Who rules Virgo? Mercury, darling dears. Mercury. You're not even on the same intellectual plane anymore. They call you crazy. You say that's a compliment. Blood, thanks. Because you're woke and you know what's going on. Fist bump. Right, let me quickly just chop up the critical degrees, because some of you big cats are missing the understanding. The critical degrees are, right, the first, the middle, and final degrees of a sign. A sign is the house, okay? Planets at 0 degrees on a natal chart, right, takes on the nature of the sign. This means you're in the formative development, so it's a lot you have to learn. anything around the 0 degrees up to 13 degrees. Okay, that's the formative. Okay, planets from 14 to 16 degrees deal with the key issues. This is the life lessons within the sign. Do you understand? Anything between the 14 and 16 degrees deals with the life lesson. So look where the planet, when I speak about the planetary energies, look for where the planet is in your birth natal chart and how many degrees. It will give you the tools, the house that the possible planet or sign might fall in. It might be juxtaposed to what I'm saying of the day, but look at the degrees and it will give you the tools to circumvent or utilize that energy. Planets at 29 degrees. This is called anaretic, right? It's the fated degrees. This is a lesson in mastery. That means that you've been gifted with all of the tools, but you have to execute them like a badass. Like you got the whip, darling dear. You have what it takes to best the situation when you are at the 29th degree. Lesson in mastery, darling dears. Did you get that? Rewind it, you'll be all right. An ex has an axe to grind you, possibly would like to bury it between your shoulder blades, darling dears. Why? Blame shifting and mean. Yeah. Mean and malicious. This is why they are what? Breaking away from energies that kept them bound. Why they're what? Reverse root chakra, darling dears. They're breaking free. They try to what? Pitch a tent at the feet of your abundance. And you was like, what? How now, brown cow? Basura, didn't you fetch the black bags already? Who let you back in? Let the dogs out. You weren't having it. No, they tried to hitch on you so that you could heal them. This is not build a what? Harlot or hell. In this season, darling dear, they've missed the memo. But I'm sure you're giving it to them, soaking it to them with a what? Full on Easter Island and Stevie Wonder, darling dears, like a boss. No contact means zilch, zero, zippo. Because they will try and suck you in by manipulating your emotions, put you back into that same broken space that you took so long to get from, darling dear. We all been at the bottom of the DNS. Good God, I had to look over my shoulder. Like I said, I'm the red light, green light champion. We've all been at the bottom, but you cannot. I repeat, cannot stay there too long. Don't lay down too long, big cat. You will lose you in the illusion of what you are not. Self-node styly, darling dears. And if you are going through the DNS, listen, I have to keep looking. It's not creeping up on me, blood. If you are going through at this moment in time, remember the energies that are outside of you sent to test you, sent you to push you over the edge, possibly into madness, darling dears, barking at passing cars, or what, doing away with yourself. It's energies outside of you. They expect you to fail, darling dear. This is when you have to dig deep, call on the Most High Father, God, Mother Isis. Pray, darling dear. Pray. Ask for your ancestral team to cover you. Cover you. And every tear you cry, darling dear, is one less bit of the poison that's been sent at you. Use this energy to ascend, darling dear. Life is for the living, and we are only here for such a short time. And you haven't completed your life lessons. That means you'll have to come back and do another lifetime with those same scuzz buckets and scumbags, blood. Those ragamuffins. Yeah. So buck up. Go to the mirror. Look deep into your eye chakra and slap yourself until blood and spittle flies. Wash your face like David and let's get on with the read. I can be such a chatty cat. Just saw 444 on the counter. You're on the right path, darling dear, for change, renewal. Blessings seen and unseen. But you have to know that you are worthy, darling dear. Like this. When you knocked, divine opened. You asked, but you didn't open up your heart and your hands to receive. I believe it's the Muslims that pray like this. I love praying like this now. Because if it's about knowing thyself, when you're praying to your God spark within, your subconscious mind to connect to the what? The universal energy of the source, the Most High. Right. Let's carry on, darling dears. I was guided to put some meanings down on these cards. I only wanted 2, and I'll take the 2 at the top. The first one is what? Predator. We've got the scales, darling dears. It also speaks about what? Are you going to swim? Because you'll be baited. There is bait out there, darling dear. Patterns and cycles that must come to an end. But you have to be the one that is what? The leader of the guillotine, darling dear. Understanding the cutoff point. And it's not a joke. It's not a temporary cut. It's a spiritual cut of the soul ties. This is not the season for a big cat to be prey, P-R-E-Y, to anything or anyone on this Malkuth. This is the time for you to what? Suit up with your Ephesians 6:13, your spiritual armor, and know that you are covered and that you are protected. Oh, I can't make it up. Ancestors. Yeah. Mission impossible, eh? At one time you had the ancestors on the rum, darling. They was like trying to tow you on the ground. Is that bitch dead? I haven't seen her amongst us. You gave them some hard work as they guided you, protected you. Oh. Are we back? The battery was low. I had to plug in the energy, darling dear. Another sign, darling dear. I think the ancestors are what? Fist bumping us and high-fiving us. It was touch and go for a bit, yeah? It was touch and go. Baby. This also speaks about you being protected. Why? Because someone, they, them, and them tried to clip your wings with the negative energy, the nasty talk, the gossip, the slander, the merchants of slander on the balls of their feet, running to do evil and wickedness, failing to tend to understand that the grass is green where you water it, darling dear. And they was fertilizing it with what? Bull swanky and fucking ease blood. You was protected. I'm seeing nest here as well. Somebody's possibly nesting. You're about to what? Bring forth an earth angel, darling dears. Remember, our children, our progeny choose us as the parent. They know what tribulations they're going to go through. Sometimes there's 2 things I heard about miscarriages. The first thing was that when you miscarry a child, that child is chosen to be your guardian angel to ensure that you go to the feet of the Most High when you pass on, that you don't repeat life cycles. Another thing I heard about miscarriages is that child is still your child, but the time when it was meant to come, they didn't think it was the right time, the right circumstances. But for those that never get to the birth of their child, holding their own child, you need to understand the amount of spiritual protection you have on you. You have a purpose, possibly to be the mother or father to other children, a mentor. Guide them with your wisdom, your innovativeness, your motivation, your focus. We all have a purpose, darling dear, and it's in our North Node. Find it. Guidance is afoot, and somebody's going to be taking a trip. We see the scales. It also speaks about swimming, darling dear. Base of the deck, we've got the what? The storm. This, baby, when we get into a storm, we are what? The eagles. Eagles what? Drop down and get the eagle on to see the finer details, get a new perspective. But during a storm, an eagle always flies above the storm, darling dear, and just glides. It also speaks about destruction as well as power, as well as what? The sudden change of a situation. Somebody's feeling the sudden change in you, darling. It wasn't sudden. You've been working on yourself. You're not the same person. Your words is like what lightning striking. You are volatile, or should I say obstreperous. You speak your truth, and this is what they can't take. You put them in their place and then took yourself off. Right, we're going in, guys. Let's get a mermaid card for the Central Oracle ancestral message for you. They want you to know that you're protected. They want you to know that in this season you are no longer the hunted, you are the hunter, seeking thyself. What did I say? All you have to do is ask, and it shall begin, and knock, and it shall be open. You have to ask. The shell in her hands also speaks about what? Coming out of yourself, darling dear. Some of you are too, listen, you're doing law 18. I think you're doing it like a boss, but you are too isolated. Full on isolation is dangerous, darling dear. This is about you coming out of your shell. It also speaks about you being different. Don't allow what happened to you in your past to break your trust. Your trust in what? True soul tribe. You have to remember what happened to you in the past was a lesson for you to what? Overcome. And it would have continued to repeat, possibly with not the same person, but individuals with the same behaviors until you understood thyself. I also heard that you will know what true love is when you love yourself. Ask for help, darling dears. They can't help you, your ancestral team, unless you ask. What's this? We'll have a quick peek. Listen. They don't want you to turn away from trust. What did I just say? I can't make it up, darling dears. They want you to have the what? Open, true heart. But love comes from within, darling dear. The love of the Most High and self-love. The fish remind me of what? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The trust brings in the energy of what? The heart chakra. This is Venus energy, and it also represents the direction north, as well as what I like to coin as the North Node, darling dear. Don't turn away from the trust, darling dear. You have to keep that within you. Don't let them shatter your ability to trust. But then again, they have to give you something to work with, darling dears. I told you, we investigate all that come and approach the throne. Marauders are everywhere, right? Because divine is about to gift you with this, darling dear. Abundance on every level. Every level, big cat. Do you believe in magic? You've created it and continue to manifest, darling dears. What happened, happened. You can't change the past, but you can shape your future. Sudden change for the power grid, big cat. Fist bump. Abundance. What's underneath that? A soft life. Being gentle with yourself. Compassion has to start with self, darling dears. And gentleness is what? Forgiveness, darling dear. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. After all, it's the only way to what? Cool judgment. Let's get a deck. We're already at the 34th. Oh, just saw 444 again on the counter. On the right path. Right, let's get a deck. What are we going to work with? I haven't used. I've always got my favorites on top, and I don't want to go with my favorites. And try something that I haven't used in a while. I'm going to use this deck. I don't remember what it's called. Oh gosh, look. The elastic band had broken, but it stayed stuck to the cards. This is the removal of a deep wound, darling dear. We're going to have some form of breakthrough today. What's on the base of the deck? Hey, the Cup of Self-Love, the Ace of Cups, darling dears. On the regular Rider-Waite Tower deck, you see the 5 streams, possibly for the bitter tears you cried, but you will cry tears of joy going forward. This also speaks about your creativity as well as your emotions, as well as what the beginnings of new relationships, darling dear. Soul Tribe. The Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy also speaks about what? Opportunities, new opportunities, doorways opening for you, bringing in you what? Abundance, success. This is also a sense of what? Fulfillment. They're showing them that you're fulfilled, darling dear, that you're drinking of your own cup. They're seeing you as being highly intuitive, or maybe discerning. Why? Because you didn't pick them. You didn't pick them. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, darling dears. This is Saturn as well as Taurus energy. Investment. You sowed the seeds of a new beginning, darling dears. And it also speaks about what? Waiting on the right partner or partners, as you call in your soul tribe. Every time you heal, you step up and ascend. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, Ruth. Pinkies up. What else have they been shown? Why they're what? Crying into their fists, Luke 22:62. What else did they see? They saw themselves, darling dear. The moon card fell back. Some of them are falling down, darling dears. Moon card also speaks about the fake friend, the fake family member. They're being shown the secrets they tried to keep from you about their true nature. This is a double-minded person or people. James 1:18, darling dear. Double-minded to the core. They were shown that they are a back, front, neck tabber. I told you, your ancestral team are showing them why. You are chosen, big cat. Moon energy, Cancer and Pisces energy, darling dears. Bad energy. They're being shown the bad energy that they showed you when you gave them your cup. You gave them your cup. You gave them a whole true love's first kiss blood with a friend, family member. Relationships have different levels and they have different roles in your life, darling dears. You gave them your whole cup. Yeah. What did they give you? Fakeazoid blood, tree sloth, mattress bag, dick dealing, slander. The moon also speaks about be careful of your eating and drinking around said people. Something was put into somebody's drink, darling dear, to give them the cognitive dissonance at an important moment in their time. It also shows two people in particular. It could have been a low vibing, back front, neck tabbing, whatnot couple, darling dear. Prakalan, Prakalisha, Pennywise son or daughter. Yeah, baby. It was them working against you. This speaks about spell work and possibly even moon magic, or they did something under a moon. They are being shown all what they did, darling dears, and they're not loving it. They're not. Clarify the moon card, please. Thank you. Oh, we have a duo. Baby. 7 of Pentacles again. They're watching you what make healthier choices, true investments, investing in thyself. We see one person in this card. This is the 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody who's diligent. This is somebody who's a hard worker, working on your health, your mental health, which is your what? Wealth on this Malkuth. Listen. Your mental health, blood. And your hairline. Your hairline is very important too. I told you, them edges. You need your edges when you're putting your past behind you like a ponytail. I keep telling you this, big cat. Now stop getting rowdy. Just relax. Let me finish the tale. They're being shown how strong you are alone. Bad alone. Come through. Shensia. Posh. Clap. They're seeing that you're bad alone. They also seen that your loyalty is not easily won, darling dear. All eyes on them. Anyone that approaches you, darling dears. It also speaks about making the right investments of your time and your energies. But this is a single person. One person ain't going to tell on themselves. They don't know what's going on with you. They're being shown how secretive you are as you continue to move in silence. The Pentacles also speaks about the spying of online, darling dear. Wishing you bad luck online. What's the matter with them? Instead of getting great. They're being shown how abundant you are alone. They're being shown that you have what? Many avenues, many hobbies. You're saying hobbies, Case? Yes, hobbies. Hobbies that you are utilizing, because why? You're turning it into what? Your back, darling dear. Where your passion is, your creativity lies. And surely abundance will be at the what? Back of that. Sudden change, big cat. Sudden change. Underneath that, we've got what? Sand. Sand is intrusive, to say the least. You've been to the beach? Imagine where the sand gets. It's intrusive, eroding, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Something is slipping away, as well as traveling. Some of you are going to be going on an in pronto trip. I'm hearing something about a flight and lightning. Someone is going to get a scare on a flight. But it's not terminal, darling dear. But it's going to show this person on the flight that gets interrupted by the lightning. It's going to show them how much time is being wasted, eroded on things that are not important. This person or people are about to prioritize their life. What else are they being shown? Baby, they better put on sunglasses, mate, to catch what you've got going on. The 10 of Peas in the upright. This is somebody who is financially sound, darling dear, creating generational wealth. They see you going through a new archway, a new doorway to life, one that you co-created from the palms of your own hands. As you remembered, this is the season of what? Receiving. My right hand's itching me. Abundance is afoot, big cats. Represented by Mercury and Virgo energy. The 10 of Peas in the upright, big cat. Yes. It also speaks about a stable situation. This also speaks about returned loyalty, generational loyalty. Some of you are making stable foundations with the tribe that you build, both with your progeny or other light workers that are being drawn to you at this time. You will find each other. There's no need to put out a signal, just being. And also, putting your shoes naive on the internet. I didn't say go on dating apps. That's your business, mate. That's a Knox playground, blood. But you've got free will. I told you I'm a pointer, not a picker. This also speaks about what? Somebody is going to be buying a new home. I see the exchanging of keys, the keys of a car. We've also got our motorbikers out here, our bike riders. Somebody's getting a motorbike. Are you getting a Harley? Keep it quiet. You are humble, darling dear. This is why you're being blessed. Loyalty that you showed to the assignment. They're seeing all of your blessings. They're counting your blessings before they've even appeared, because they see the path that you've taken. What they see is a sudden change. Was what mighty work you did facing your shadow side. The dark energies that was what? Perpetrated against you. The weapons that were formed, darling dear, but they didn't prosper. You didn't focus on them. You chose to be what? In the moment. Some of you had to take it one minute at a time, especially when you was deep in the DNS. I had to look over my shoulder. They thought that they still had your psychological password. Just saw 4444 on the counter, darling dears. I'm telling you, Spirit is ramping it up. It speaks about the right path, but also attaining your goal. Some ambition that you was hoping to attain, darling dear. It's about to be gifted to you. Are you ready? Buckle in and tell no one nothing. We win through our actions, never our words. Law number 9 of the 48 laws of power. Fist bump. Big cat wave. They're being shown your abundance, darling dears. They're being shown that you are not leading a life that you was what born into. You've been what? Learn to protect yourself in a situation. Protecting your emotions, your energy, because this is water. The scales represent water, so it's your emotions, using your discernment. All the time you are being guided by your angels and ancestors. Your spirit guides dispatched from by the Most High. They see that you are chosen, but they choose to use the words, what luck? Oh, they're just lucky. Or you're doing something dark. It's a load of bull swanky, darling dear. There's no such thing as just luck. Luck is what? Conceive, believe, and achieve. You have to put your back into it, darling dear. You work for that shiznai. You're just polished, classy, and you've got the je ne sais quoi. Hey! They're seeing your abundance, darling dear. Being the what? The cornerstone that was refused, darling dear. The stone that the builder refused, or these bottom feeders refused, because you was always separate. You never fit in. That was refused, darling dear. Look, your success. They're seeing you win. There could be as many as what? 6 still holding out. What? An axe for your back, darling dear. I'm seeing Leo as well as Jupiter energy. But whatever you tapped in, darling dear, is due to expand. The energy of the new moon is the time for you to set your intentions. Look to see where Leo is on your birth natal chart. Find out what degree Leo is on your birth natal chart, darling dear, and utilize that energy. Remember, if it's at 0 to say 13 degrees, this is the formative state, development stage. So there's certain things you have to develop within the energy of Leo, where it falls in your natal chart. If it's at 14 to 16 degrees, this is a life lesson, blood. Use the energy to the degree that's in your birth natal chart. If it's 14 to 16, it's a life lesson. If it's 29 degrees, that's anoretic. This is what? A lesson in mastery, meaning that you have all of the tools. So you have to what? Utilize your intellect in order to what? Do the damn thing. Set your intentions, darling dears. Use your energy to create the magic of manifestation in your life. Keep your hips moving. It's not me, it's the ball. The air is moving around in it. It sounds like I'm blowing off, but I'm not. If I was, I'd tell you, mate. I've got no secrets. Yes, I have. I don't tell everybody everything. Base of the deck. We have a throuple, darling dear. This also speaks about what? The celebration of what? Feminine energy. Somebody was celebrating with someone else. I told you. If they gambled and lost a big cat, darling dear, their mask ain't off. They've cut out eye holes in the mask and they realized that they was with somebody who was a good time girl. Oh boy, a Jezebel spirit keeping them stuck. They were both wearing masks of what? Pain, darling dear. This is why they was that is the basis of a relationship that they built it on quicksand, darling dear, as lightning struck. We already saw the lightning. Then we saw the sand. When they, them and realized the energy they were around was what? Eroding them, keeping them stuck. Now they see everything that's going on with you, and they're sending what? Shady energy to you, darling dears. Not realizing it's boomerang season. But who's going to tell them? You're too busy being a happiness expert. You've decided that it's rich white lady season on Keitha as well as Malkuf. You're winning. This is success. The ones also speaks about out there success, something that can be easily read or seen. And it also speaks about what? Those that are running on the balls of their feet. To what? Speak of your abundance. Speak of how you glow. So everything they said about you, darling dear, that lightning they tried to put on your life, the aspersion they tried to cast on your name, the blame shifting they wanted to put on you, darling dear, the truth. There's no higher court than the truth. Their story is like sand, darling dear, intrusive, right? And will be what? Hunted down to the last grain until it's out. They're finding that what they told on you, darling dears, there's no truth to it. because their life speaks volumes. They're seeing you win. This goes to Four of Cups, darling dears, right? The one here and the thing here, this also speaks about the missed opportunity. They're feeling disappointment and disillusion with their life in the face of your success. They would like to celebrate with you again, darling dear, and create a 10 of Pentacles. They want to have your loyalty back. They want to build a family, a friendship, whatever it is. Get back into be a business partnership. But you have to remember, this person is shady bogady. The bad energy, darling dear. How can you be in a partnership and you're sleeping with the enemy, somebody who hates your guts, wants you what? Brown bread. How can you be in a business with a partner that doesn't trust you because they can't trust themselves? How can you sit at tables with family members that put the axe in your back the moment you get up? And dare you what? Be more successful than them? They'll have you on a prior, mate. Making the right choices. This is about you what? You will succeed, but continue to ask for help, ask for guidance, and it will be granted unto thee. What's the point in having power if you don't use it wisely? Knowledge is power, and power is power. I tell you this all the time, big cat. Let's get another deck. Being guided to look at this one. Base of the deck, darling dear. High priest or priestess energy also speaks about you what? Continuing to listen to your discernment and your intuition. Don't allow someone else to bring you into their circus, darling dear. It's not your monkeys and it's not your circus, darling dear. It's below your spiritual pay grade, right? And it will do wickedness to your hairline, a full-on friar tuck. I've got someone calling me, but I can't. This interruption is what a sign, darling dears. Oh, can't answer the call. Trying to take me off my gangster. Karmic, it's not working, mate. I'm focused, man. I'm on my ball. Right. As I was saying, the energy of the high priest or priestess. Trust your intuition, darling dears. Pay attention to the signs and signals. Once you ask for help from the Most High Father, Godmother Isis, this also speaks about what? Somebody wants to see you as prey. Look how the card turned itself over. They want you to what? Throw caution to the wind, darling dear, and bring them in to protect them when they cause the situation. This is gaslighting at its finest, darling dear. Word salad, right? This is kidnapper and hostage situation. Don't get smoked, darling dears. Don't smoke yourself. Past situation is what was meant to be to wake you up. You must trust your intuition. I need to make sure that I didn't pick up the deck. Oh. Okay. I didn't pick up the deck and it was upside down. I wanted it to be the right way so I could give it a good mix. Trust in your intuition and your discernment because you're the Empress. The Empress, Earth as well as Venus energy. This is about you knowing your worth, darling dear. This is what's burning them the most. This is about you being abundant as you water the grass under thee, darling dear. This also speaks about your nurturing. The Empress embodies all of the queens. The Queen of Cups, highly intuitive, loyal to a fault, unconditional love. The Queen of Wands, you have your knowledge of the occult, darling dear. You use your intuition, you're spiritually guided. You're looking sexy in them streets as you realize who you are. Harnessing your powers and taking action on your plans, your goals, and your ambitions. The Queen of Swords, you speak your truth, you're intelligent. Some say critical. Why? Because they can't take the truth. The Queen of Swords divorces herself from situations that are no longer on her spiritual pay grade. It's all about the what? The building of your mind. From the inside out, the Queen of Swords is also what? Highly spiritual. But you're analytic. And you get things done because you are intelligent and innovative. And the Queen of Pentacles, it's all about the bag, darling dear. And knowing your worth. You are the Empress. Whether you are male or female. What's these 3 cards? We've got the 9 of Cups on its face, right? We've got the 6 of Swords on its face, and we've got the Emperor on its face. A distorted masculine or feminine, darling dear, a Mitch or a bitch or a bitch or a Mitch, someone who is no one's protector or provider. They can't even protect themselves. 6 of Swords, this person is unable to heal. They're living with what? A lot of shadow on them, darling dear. They've got open wounds. The 9 of Cups on its face speaks about not getting their wish fulfillment. It also speaks about someone who is what? Selfish. Selfish. They're still projecting outward when they needs to be looking inwards, darling dears. Your light, your divinity, darling dears, your prototypedness, your Ibex to the core, darling dears, is effrontery to them. They're seeing the lack in their own lives, the lack of joy. They're not understanding that happiness is an inside job. And the more you focus on someone else's grass, darling dear, you're not watering your own. This person is unable to move on from you emotionally or mentally. The Emperor in the reverse is somebody who is emotionally stunted. They're either a misandrist or a misogynist. And it always speaks about what? The deepest wound. Yes, baby. The 9 of Cups is Jupiter as well as Pisces energy, darling dears. They're getting no expansion. They're not listening to or seeing the truth of a situation. This person wants to come out with their hands clean. Blame shifting and mean and not to the core, darling dears. The Emperor is somebody who abuses their authority. It could have been in a marriage, a friendship, family member. It could also speak about being abused in a work situation, darling dear. A lot of gossip, a lot of slander at your back because they was living with their unfulfilled dreams. They saw your light, darling dear, and wanted to break you. They wanted to wipe that smile off your face and turn it upside down into a frown, darling dear. The negative energy that you had to turn your back on, darling dears. I told you, leaving narcissistic situations is one of the if not the hardest thing you'll have to do on this Malkuth, because it's the trauma bond, darling dear. The second guessing of your right move, which was what? To step off Tinky Winky Styly. Abundance is being granted unto thee, and what's in abundance is the gentleness of a soft life. And a hunk. Is this a merman? Yeah. This merman also give me the energy of what? The King of Cups, darling. There's somebody who has their own shiznai. This is somebody who's mature. The cups also represent autumn months. So we're in the thick of summer. We're about to go into autumn. It represents somebody who's got blue or grey eyes, medium height, and fit. This is somebody who enjoys the sea, possibly has their own boat or takes a lot of boat trips. This is also somebody that keeps their own counsel. This is somebody that will balance out your emotions, darling dears. Abundance comes in many forms. But you have to also remember, in meeting this new person that's coming into your life, happiness is an inside job. I don't care what they bring to the table. If they think their job is to make you happy, they will fail miserably and you will both be unhappy. And then you'll be on the rocks of life again, going through the DNS. Listen, you made me say it again. Now I've sucked my 31 teeth. What's going on? You're the Empress. Use your intuition, darling dear. And this is about you understanding that you must celebrate yourself, your victories. Self-validation, darling dear, because you worked hard. Celebrate your victories. This also speaks about feminine energy. I'm hearing some bad energy sent to you by feminine energy, to be exact. Yes, baby. What did I say? Death card on its face, major arcana. So this is another true Scorpio energy on its face, darling dear. This person is what? Trying to block your blessings. This is somebody wishing bad on you, wishing some kind of physical change for you. Physical change. What physical? What they wishing? You get a Brazilian butt lift? No, they're not wishing that. They're wishing for your body to fall off, or you to have some form of accident that you can't move the way you're moving. They want to clip your wings, as we already saw. Stop you in mid-flight, darling dear. Again, we see the moon magic. What they wish for you, darling dear. You're getting your MC Hammer on why your ancestors chose you. They didn't know whom they was coming up against when they tried to curse you with what? Dark magic. This is in reverse. This is somebody that's going through it, darling dear. Boomerang season. Feminine energy. Wished it on you, darling dears. Another major arcana. This is Temperance. On its face, darling dear. Dark spiritual attachments. They're feeding into the negativity, darling dears, and they don't realize that it's what prolonging their situation. Enlightenment is there for all to take, but you have to be prepared to do the shadow work. And they're not prepared to do it. This is about lack of moderation, drinking, smoking, low vibing, sex. Yes, baby, they're doing it, mate. They're doing it like bunny rabbits, but with no meaning, creating more and more soul ties. This is a faithless partner that is not in sync and in balance with them, darling dear. Blaming you for their negative relationships. Not understanding how you're able to succeed and ascend and excel alone. They need to get up and close with you. What? You've got 6 G's. What's the 6 G's? You've got God, right? You've got gifts. You've got your goals. Yes, baby. I'm telling you. You've got all of this and that. You've got your growth, darling dear. You've got your greatness. And you've got gratitude. You've got the 6 G's, but don't tell anyone. I know you won't tell anyone. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. The only weaponized what? Zodiac sign. And guess what? It's on its face. Return to sender, darling dears. What they're wishing for you. Because they see how you've progressed. You had to drink of the cup of self-love, face your shadow side, learn to walk alone, and you walked into abundance, being what? Spiritually gifted and guided. Releasing yourself from generational curses. This is about you learning to celebrate yourself. And it also speaks about a party or some kind of a celebration of an accolade that you've achieved, some kind of milestone in your life. Divine is pointing that you celebrate it, whether you take yourself out to a meal, go to a spa, do something special for you. I don't care if it's the opening of a letter, mate. Whatever you feel like celebrating today, do it today. Don't get caught up in negative energies of yesteryear. It's energies outside of you, as well as what? Dark spells, wickedness, black magic that's being directed at you. But it's all a return to sender. Someone needs to what? Stop it. They need to stop it. Maybe, because this is the season where you what? Spread your wings. And again, your ancestral team. This is represented by the 2 of Wands. You have a choice. You've got 2 paths, darling dears. You can end your journey now and believe that you've reached all the enlightenment, all of the knowledge, all of your potentials. You can stop right now. Be it your destiny or destination right now. Or you can continue on the journey, darling dear. The journey to ascension. Because I tell you all of the times, my dear big cat, that it's all about the journey, not the destination. So you can be the shortcut king or queen when you know that you're the empress here and now. Or you can continue to grow, because the grass is always greener when you water it, darling dear. And how do you do that? With knowledge. By continuing to go into the unknown. The Wands is what? Fire energy, darling dears. It speaks about your what? Your passion, your inner strength, tapping deeper into your creativities. This is where you're going, darling dears. As I said, you can end the journey now and believe that because you're at Empress stage, using your high priest or priestess abilities, that you can end it right now and just get blur. Stay safe, comfort zone and all that. We use the comfort zone is kryptonite. Pwah! To a big cat. We grow, darling dear. We ease on down the road. Come through the whiz. Posh. Clap. 168 in the chat, darling dears. And only 103 thumbs up. Come on, big cat. You have to be the Obi-Wan Kenobis. You have to spread this message. If we can save one big cat from making a wrong decision today, put the thumbs up, darling dears. Them don't love it. Are them business. Them better learn to love it. Them better learn to love it. All right, outside the perimeter. This fell down. You have two approaching you, darling dears, but you're going to have to use your discernment. Only one is the true emperor. One is a doppelganger, darling dear. Somebody is going to be what? Clout chasing. Somebody that will what? Doppelgang into your what? Agent Smith affiliate, darling dear. They would what? Bastardize your energy, show you. But this person is being sent to lead you off your path. Only the true official one. You're going to have to use your discernment, darling dear. Don't lead with your genitalia. Get yourself a ball, yeah? So you're used to rocking and rolling, right? Because getting in a sexual entanglement too early, at a too early stage of what? Courting, darling dear, will get you what? Ignoring red flags. Selling out yourself to situations that don't serve you, darling dears. Pay attention of what's being sent you. Both will be equally handsome, coming across self-assured, gentle, protector and provider mode, but only one is the true emperor. You're an empress, remember that. The empress don't just marry anyone, blood. The empress don't just get into bed with anyone, blood. Use your discernment. And again, somebody's coming to feed your ego, which is not your amigo. I told you to cut your path short here. Use your discernment and your intuition. Are you just going to give up all of the work you've done just to jump into a quick union? You're going to allow loneliness, which is a dirty word, to a big cat. We're never lonely. We are alone. There's a difference between the two. Alone, closed for spiritual work and all of that. Pinkies up. Use your intuition and discernment, darling dears. Are we done here? What deck are we going to finish it with? 1, 2, 3, or 4? We've got 5 decks. Which deck are we going to use to finish out the read, darling dears? First one to choose. We've got Hillbilly Jack Hill says number 2. That was a strong, quick 2. Yeah. Okay, we're going with deck 2 to finish out the read. Final messages for the big cat ascending. Final messages for the big cat. Oh. Look. You are at Empress stage right now, whether you're male or female. You are embodying your feminine energy. You know your worth. You've done the work. You've watered the grass under thee. This also speaks about fertility. Some of you are pregnant, or you are actually mothers or fathers already. You're already at this stage. Don't allow what? Fake compliments, love bombing, take you off of a situation, take you into a situation that you've got no business being in, blood. You're the Empress. Earth and Venus energy, darling dears. Remember the abundance you bring. People are going to be seeing you as sexy because you're otherworldly. You have a foot in both worlds. The Empress also speaks about the buying of a property, or some of you are moving to a new home. Someone's going to gas you up there, darling dears. But you have to be wise. Intuition. You will choose between two. And remember, what you reject is for your redirection. Fate, destiny, and luck, darling dear. But also lies. You're going to have to choose between two. Read between the lines. Look for the grey, darling dears. I told you, we're dropping down and getting our eagle on. And we're also doing the what? The Boosie Badass. Why? Because there's liars, thieves, cheaters, users. Oh my. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them beaches with you, darling dears. Right? Swindlers, back, front, neck tabbers. They get no S blood. They're a tabber, a frenemy, a hater that comes with the bad vibes, the bad intentions, the bad credit, the bad memory, especially when they leave your side with the skullduggerous panani up fatum, right? And they've got bad credit. Listen. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy as well as fire energy, expansion, darling dear. But real eyes will recognize real lies and understand it's the journey, not the destination. Don't let anyone fill your head with what? Love bombation, darling dear, with a friend, lover, work colleague, boss, whatever. You know your truth, darling dear, and the path you've chosen to take. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, forwards, never backwards. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. What's going on here? My mechanicals have become skullduggerous. Hold on a minute, what's going on here? Don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Your ancestors showed them why. You are chosen, and they are in deep regret. Isaiah 48:22, no rest for the wicked, eh? Continue to conceive, believe, and achieve, big cat. And remember, two in particular will be sent to you, but you have to choose wisely. Remember, we are playing chess, not checkers. Namaste! Cat, cat! Cat, cat! Big cat wave!